Hi everyone, I'm Chanel from Stampin Stilettos, and firstly I just want to say a very happy new year to everybody. I'm sorry that I've been a bit quiet, had an awful lot going on, not been very well, Christmas, New Year, 50th birthday, which was amazing I must say. A bit tired, but very glad to be back. Have a lot more energy than I did have. Missed you all so much, so much. Me and the boys have missed you terribly. Just to say hello and to let you know that I will be back. Maybe not doing as many videos as I used to, but I'm going to try and build it back up again. I'm quite excited this year because I'm not just doing case cards this year. I will be doing lots of other projects and you know, lots of other things. A little bit of sad news. As of next month, I won't be a Stampin' Up demonstrator. And that's nothing to do with Stampin' Up because they are fantastic, have been amazing to work for. It's just that I haven't been able to commit and do enough hours. I was with the videos, but not earning like the, you know, the amount that I needed to do. So that's not to say that I won't be using Stampin' Up products, because I love Stampin' Up products, as you know, but I won't be a demonstrator. That's the only thing that's changed. But I will be using other stamp sets and other materials that I have in my craft room, because I did realise last year that from sorting my craft room out, I have so many stamps and DSP, etc. So I will be mixing things up, but every project that I do, you know, you should be able to incorporate other stamps. So if I use Stampin' Up, you could use another stamp set from another company or vice versa. Now today I'm going to be making these gorgeous, show you how to make these gorgeous gift tags. Now another one of my passions through the years has been the Gorjuss girls. Absolutely love her, and in talking to a friend of mine the other day, she mentioned that she loved Gorjuss, and I just thought, oh my goodness me, it's time to get her out. Now I have these absolutely gorgeous little Gorjuss stamps, all of the little different Gorjuss girls, and they are perfect size for gift tags. Just absolutely amazing. I have made some in the past, so I thought I'd show you all how I did that and how I colour them in, etc. So firstly you will need some watercolour card. Excuse me, I do have excuse me, a bit of a cold going on, so if I sound a bit croaky, I am so sorry. So you will need some watercolour card, and I have cut these at 2 by 4 inches. I'm using watercolour card because I will be using watercolour pencils for these. You know, they are just lovely, lush. Love them, love them, love them, love them. So let's put them aside, and I have already cut these 2 by 4, and I have a stamp already ready to stamp. Now look, isn't she beautiful? One of my favorite ones, this one. So I have already put her on a block, and I'm using Stays On ink for this because obviously if you're using watercolor pencils, you don't want the ink to bleed. So we're just gonna ink this up. I hope you've all had a fantastic Christmas and New Year. Mine was absolutely lovely, apart from being a bit poorly. It was fantastic. Right, so we're just going to ink her up, and I do find with the Stays On ink that you need to try and get a, you know, good coverage. So we're just going to put her down and press nicely like that, and there you go. Isn't she beautiful? Right, I'm going to pop that away so I don't make a mess. Now I have 2 different lots of watercolour pencils. Some are by Stampin' Up, which are the watercolour pencils by Stampin' Up, but I also have these ones which are by Derwent Academy, which I do have a lot more colours in there, so I'm going to be using those. Excuse me. Right, okay, I'm also using the tag topper punch, the Stampin' Up tag topper punch. We're just going to punch that out, and then you need a corner rounder, and my other one is upstairs, so I'm using the corner rounder from the envelope punch board. Oops. And we're just going to round those corners off like that. And then all you will need is a aqua pen, wherever I have put mine, I do not now know. Oh, it's over here. Oh, excuse me. Oh, ouch. Oh, put it away. An aqua pen and some watercolour pencils. So let's colour her in. Now, where did I do? Oh, I'm all over the place here. So I'm going to use this as a guide. I'll pop that down there. And as you can see, so what I do is I go and do the colouring first, and with the watercolour pencils you just need to colour it in as you would normally, but I don't colour every single bit, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute, and I'll tell you why. So I literally just go over it quite lightly like that, and as you can see, if you can see close up, it's not completely all covered, because when you add the water to it, it will spread it out, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. Now, I like to go and do all my colouring in first, so let's go ahead with my pink and do the heart like so. We've got this lovely sort of purple colour for the edge here. And then, where's my very light pink? I just go over her face like that. I don't go too dark. And then with the other pink, go around and do a little bit of shading for her cheek. Her cheeks, I should say. Need to also colour that in there. And her legs. And then we have, let's have a look, we're going to do two different coloured browns for her hair. So I want a light colour and a dark colour. And what I go and do is just do the light one first. Very lightly over her hair like so. And then with the darker one, we go in. But don't cover it all, just try and do it in streaks, and leave, I always leave a little bit in the middle of here, and it just gives her hair a little bit of shading. And you can always go in and do a little bit more after. Just going to do her bow, and then we have her like stockings. Her. Now, what colour should we do those? We're going to do those in like a brown and a beige. So I'm just going to go and do those, and then with the light beige one, not that one, I'm going to do it in this colour here. And then you'll basically see what I mean. Now you get your aqua pen. Now you don't want it too wet, so I just squeeze it, make sure there's a little bit of water coming out, and then I wipe it, and then you go over, and you'll see in a minute what I mean when I say to you it spreads it all out, and it just gives it a little bit of dimension, and just looks gorgeous. So let's do that and show you what I mean. You saw that it wasn't quite coloured in properly, but now you can see. Okay, I need to go in here and fill them little gaps in, but you can always go in and add more colour to it if you need to. Excuse me. So I'm just going to do her heart there, and then her face. Like that. And off of camera I'm wiping off the colour so we can change colour here, especially when you go and use a dark colour like this for her hair. You don't want to get it on your other parts of it that doesn't want it. Now be very careful not to add too much water, otherwise it will bleed into the bit that you don't want it to. As you can see, where I didn't add the dark colour, but that's give that a little bit of shading there. And like I said, you can always go in and add a bit darker if you want to. And these are quite therapeutic to do as well. And then we've just got her bow to do up here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this, the darker of the brown, and just add a little bit more into her hair here. Give it a little bit more coverage. And we've just got the edge of her, like her petticoat bit there, and that is basically all there is to it. They're quite quick to do, so we're just going to put these pencils away. Super fast to do. And then we're just going to take some ribbon, and I have some lovely pink glittery ribbon here. I'm just going to take a snip of that. Now of course you can you know, stamp a sentiment or something on the, if you moved her up you could do a sentiment on the bottom, or just if you have a little to and from stamp you could put that on there. I'm leaving these blank. I can just write on the back then. Feed that through. And just going to snip these down a little bit because I used a bit too much. And there you go. That's basically all there is to it. And there you have your gorgeous gift tags. And aren't they just adorable? Very super fast and quick and easy to do. And just look gorgeous. So I hope you've enjoyed this very quick tutorial. I hope it's something that you'll enjoy doing. I'm so happy to be back. Missed you all. Look forward to hearing from you all. And I shall see you again very, very soon. Take care, my lovelies. Bye-bye.